In this video, we're going to look at the skills of segmenting and blending in order to get your child to be able to read. We're going to look at some simple games and some simple activities that you can do with your child to encourage them to work on those blending skills and then progress on to reading very simple books and texts. We're going to start very simply by checking that your child is aware of the phonetical sounds within the alphabet, and I've got Aaron here to help me with these sounds or these phonemes, and he is going to just go through the alphabet and tell us what the sounds are. I'm just going to use very simple flashcards that you can buy anywhere and don't cost a lot of money. Okay, Aaron, are you ready? Yeah. So I'm just going to show Aaron the letter and he is going to tell us the sound in a nice loud voice, okay, or the phoneme. Okay, so
A.
And what sound does A make?
A.
Good boy.
B.
And what sound?
B. C.
What sound? Good job.
D. D. E. F. F. G. G. H. I. J. J. Cake. L.
Can you remember the sound for L?
L.
Careful, it's L.
L.
Be careful that your child isn't adding that sound onto the end of the letters, because that will be very difficult when they move to the blending process. So do discourage that from the very beginning. Okay, Aaron, you ready?
L.
Good boy.
M.
Careful. Give us that one again.
M for
M.
N for N. O for O.
Good job.
P for P. Q for Qu.
Excellent.
R for R.
Careful. R.
S for S. T for T. U for V for V. W for W. X for X. Y for Y. Z for Z.
Excellent, thank you very much, Aaron. So as you can see, you need to really check that your child has an awareness of those phonemes within words within the alphabet, just to ensure that they're ready to start the blending process. So we're going to then move on to thinking about recognising those initial sounds within words. So I'm just going to ask Aaron to tell me what the initial sound, the beginning letter is for these little pictures. So Aaron, would you have a wee look at the pictures and you tell me what the beginning letter, what's the first letter of this word?
S.
S. What is the word?
Sun.
Sun. Good job. What is the beginning letter for this word?
D. Dog.
Good boy. What's the beginning letter for this word?
V. V. Van.
Good.
C. Cat.
And what sound does C make? So do encourage your child to talk about the phoneme and also the letter. I wouldn't even worry about letter names just yet, as long as they have a good awareness of the sounds for the letter names. That is what we really want to focus on and encourage. So once you are sure that your child has a good phonetical awareness of the letters within the alphabet, you are sure that they can actually identify those initial sounds for the words, then you want to maybe move on to a little bit of segmenting where you're actually giving them the sounds and they're putting the words together. So we're going to do that using just a plain whiteboard and a whiteboard pen, and I'm just going to give him some words and he is actually going to segment those words into the different sounds. So Aaron, I'm just going to write a word on here, okay? And you're going to tell me the different sounds in the word, okay? Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm actually going to segment the letters out like this so that actually he can see that the letters are actually segmented. Okay, Aaron. tell me the different sounds.
At.
Good boy. Again.
At.
And what word does that make?
Cat.
Good boy, excellent. So you see he's segmented, but he is also blending. He's actually segmenting the sounds out into their separate individual phonemes, but he's also then blending them back together to create that word. And basically that's what we really want your child to be able to do, is to move from that segmenting process into that blending. And we're going to look at more ideas of how to blend and more activities of how to blend. So we're going to go back to using our letter cards again, and we're going to give the child again those 3 different letters to make a word, and then segmenting them out and putting them back together to blend them. Okay, Aaron, so we're going to make a word, okay? So this is the word we're going to make. We're going to start with this letter, and we're going to move to this letter, and then let's see, what letter could we put on the end? What do you think?
T.
Maybe T? Okay, let's see. All right, so Aaron, I want you to read this word for me. I want you to tell me the different sounds, and then I want you to blend them together, okay?
At.
And what you should do is encourage your child to be pointing at the sounds as well. So Aaron, can you point to the letters as you read them?
Yeah. At.
And can you say it a bit faster?
At.
And what word does those sounds make?
Bat.
Good boy. Okay, this time I'm going to mix them up, okay? And you have to put them back in order and read them again for me. Okay, right. Can you put them back in order?
Yeah.
Throw the card towards you. Which one goes first?
B.
Okay.
After.
Okay, right. Read it again for me.
At. At.
And what word does it make?
Bat.
Good job, excellent. So simple little activities like that, and you can go through lots of words. I would stick with the 2 or 3 letter words at this stage, your CVC, your consonant, vowel, consonant words. I would stick with those so that they can actually get a really good confidence built up and actually start to read those small little words. So we're going to also move on to using magnetic letters, another fun way of just exploring those little simple CVC words and those 2 letter words, and actually getting that reading in place before you actually move on to books. Okay, so this time, Aaron, we are going to think about making a word, and this time I'm going to tell you the sounds and you're going to find the letters. Do you think you can do that? Okay, I'm just going to use this little magnetic board here, and I'm going to tell you the sound and I want you to find me the letter. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. S.
Okay.
S. Again, that matching those phonemes to the letters and actually getting that recognition of the letters so that your child can actually start to read when it comes to little books. Okay, let's see. Ah. And you find it. Maybe you can take it out of your name. What do you think? Have a look. Good. Put it beside your S. Okay. T. Okay, right, point to the letters and tell me the sounds and see if you can read the word. Good job, excellent. And you can go through that, making lots of different little words together, and actually maybe even getting your child to make some words, and it can be quite a fun little activity. You can end up with a whole board full of words at the end. The last activity I'm really going to talk about for this blending activity is the idea of sound buttons, and we use that quite a lot, especially in the classroom. It's a really, really good activity, and it's just to show your child that there are different sounds within words, and actually to identify those different sounds. And it's those skills of segmenting and blending put together to actually then read words. Okay, so Aaron, this time I'm going to give you a word, and I'm going to put some little sound buttons on there, and I'm going to actually point to the little sound buttons, and that will tell you how many sounds or phonemes that are in the word, okay? Yeah. So this time I'm going to give you the word, let's see. Okay, and I'm going to draw some little buttons below it. Okay, so as you can see, I've given him the letters, and I've actually drawn the little sound buttons underneath. So he is now aware that there are 3 phonemes or 3 different sounds within this
Top.
word. Okay, so off you go.
Top.
No, you have to use your sound buttons.
Oh. Top.
Top. Good boy, well done. I'm going to give you another one, okay? This one's going to be a harder one. Let's see. Now, no reading first until you do your sound buttons. Okay, so this one slightly more difficult, and you can challenge your child if you feel that they're ready. Again, he knows it's got 4 different phonemes in there, 4 different sounds. Okay, using your sound buttons, please, first.
Mummy, you should have put one between them.
Why?
Because the S and H, your friends, they make the sound
Good boy, excellent. So that's exactly what you want your child to be recognising. And I'm going to rub that out, and I'm going to put that there. Okay, so now can you use your sound buttons?
up, shop.
Excellent, good boy. So again, very, very simple. This time I'm going to ask you, Aaron, to put the sound buttons in. Do you think you can?
Yeah.
Okay, right, let's rub those out. I'm going to put a word on there, and you're going to tell me how many sounds or phonemes are in it, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see, let's think of one that's very difficult, will we?
Yes.
Let me see.
I know. But.
Let's see. Okay, this is the word I'm going to give him. Okay, right, Aaron, you put your sound buttons on there. See how many phonemes it has. I'll put it down flat for you for easier.
Oh.
Good. Okay, let me have the pen, please. Okay, so as you can see, Aaron has drawn me 3 sound buttons on here. Now this will vary, the sounds will vary, and the sound buttons will vary depending on what phonics program your child is actually following. At the minute, Aaron's school is using Jolly Phonics, and I will talk about the different phonics programs that are out there in further videos, but he's using the Jolly Phonics, so the sound combinations will be slightly different depending on that. So tell me, why have you only given T and H 1 sound, Aaron?
Because they are friends. They make the same sound as F.
Okay. And what about N and K? Why have you only given those 1 sound button?
Because N and K are not friends.
They're not friends, so do they have to have 2 then?
Yeah.
Oh dear, have we made a mistake? Do we need to rub that out and give them 2?
Well, did you know
There we go. Is that better?
Well, I and N are friends.
They can make a little word, can't they? But
Yeah.
they're not 1 sound, are they? They're 2 different sounds. Okay, ready? Do your sound buttons. Again.
Ink. Think.
Think. Good boy. Excellent. Okay.
Think.
Obviously, this is quite a challenging one I have given Aaron, but it's really to get him thinking. I know the level that he is at. If your child is only beginning with those CBC words or those just 2-letter words, just stick with that. But if you do feel that your child can be challenged more, do challenge them and do push them, because that's the point of this. We really want to challenge your child to start to read that variety of words, so when they come to actually using books, that they're able to actually meet the challenge and rise to the challenge and actually read the different words that they're being presented with, because obviously the books that they'll be given won't all be CBC words, and there will be those slightly more little tricky words in there as well. So once you've done that, you might even want to just introduce very, very simple books. Now I've got these. You could make these yourself as well. It could be just a matter of drawing a picture and writing the word with it, but it's just to get your child used to the written text and actually starting to use a little book. So Aaron, we're going to read this little book, okay? And you're going to sound out the words for me. You're going to tell me all the phonemes, all right? And you're going to have a look at the picture as well to help you. Okay, but I'm going to hide the picture to start off with, okay? Just to see what your sounding out skills are like, okay? So can you tell me please what this word says? Sound out the letters first. Correct. Okay. Are you ready for the next one? I'm going to hide the picture this time. And if you do feel your child is capable, do hide the picture, because what we really don't want them doing is relying on the picture for reading. It is important that they use the picture sometimes to help put those words in context, but we don't really want them just relying totally on the picture, and it's a guessing game rather than a reading game. Okay, right, are we ready? Did you see that picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Sad.
Sad. Are you correct? Let's see.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Right, close your eyes this time. No cheating. Okay, right, off you go.
Pan.
Sound out the words for the letters just to check.
Pan.
Excellent, very good. And as you can see, it's quite an enjoyable little game. They enjoy it and they can go through. As I say, I would just focus on maybe just the vowel sounds to begin with and getting that medial sound, because that's where they will actually find the difficulty. Okay, so after we've done all that, then we are ready to start moving on to reading very simple books and starting to practice those skills. I would say continue to practice those CVC words, continue to play all these different activities before you actually move on to books, because that will give your child a really firm basis for starting to read, and they will have that confidence already before they actually start to tackle those more challenging books.